Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Delphine and today I wanted to speak with you about my favorites for the month of March. The things I've been wearing the most in terms of fashion and so on, but also things I've liked, like books, TV shows, these kind of things. I would like to make this a series because I think it's also nice to share these things. I'm always showing you hauls or things like that, but also, to come back and just think what were actually my favorite this month and to share it with you, and also a bit of side things, not only fashion but also books, shows, activities, hobbies that I've loved this month. So let's start with some fashion. And I think the most obvious one, the first one I'm gonna go with, is this pullover. It's a polo from Sézane. I ordered it a few months ago. I started by ordering it actually in green, and then they had the pop-up in Munich and I went for the red because I saw that they had it in red. And I've been wearing them non-stop. It's basically, as soon as it's clean, I wear it. And then, of course, I have to wash it. And then as soon as it's clean again, I wear it again. I have almost to do a conscious effort to reach for other things in my wardrobe. I've been loving them. They're extremely comfortable. They're merino wool. I love the color. I think it looks very nice. I think it's also a color that suits me well. It goes with everything. I really like the button details on the sleeves. I think it brings it really a nice touch. My kids love it too. My daughter, when she sees them when I'm in my arms, she goes for them and she's like, oh, yum, 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 yum. She's a baby. She's a baby. I mean, I don't have a teenager daughter coming like yum yum for my buttons. Don't worry. And my son last time, he was also very interested. He's learning to button and unbutton things. So he was like, ooh, practice, practice. So it was very cute. But again, beyond that, I love them because I think they look great. You can wear them at work. You can wear them relax. You can wear them for all kind of occasions. So this is very lovely. And I've been washing them a lot and they're holding very well. No issue with quality or anything. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites. A second favorite I will say is recently I purchased these earrings and these ones also from a brand called oh, I lost one. Okay. Problem like okay, catastrophe avoided. I found it again. So yeah, they look like this, these ones, and they are actually gold plated. And whereas these one are just some just metal. They are also nothing inside. It's just empty thing, and they're very cheap. It's a brand here called Bijou Brigitte. They are a bit around in Europe. I'm not sure whether they deliver in the US. You will need to have a look. I tried to have a short look. I could not find it, but if you look from the US, maybe they will redirect you to another version of their website. But I mean, this, I think because they're gold plated, costed me maybe 30 euro. And this one, because they're not gold plated, costed me like €5.95, so short of €6. I mean, it's very cheap. I like it a lot. I think it's quite trendy at the moment. So there was a trend with a big Balenciaga one. I was not such a necessarily huge fan of it, but now I feel like there's a trend going on for a bit this style of earrings and a bit like this kind of torsaded styles. I liked it, so that's why I went to purchase these ones. But it's the kind of things where I don't know whether it will survive the trend, whether it's something I will still be reaching for in 1 or 2 years. So that's why I went for, let's say, cheap versions, because I did not want to break the bank for something that I might not wear anymore in 6 months. If I find out that I am actually wearing them a lot and everything, I can still always go and purchase them in a more expensive version. So yeah, that's something I like to try sometimes with jewelry trend pieces, to first go for custom jewelry, like a bit cheap alternatives, and Bijou Brigitte is great for that. But it's definitely, of course, not the only brand, and you might have also other kind of similar brands around you which are following the trends like that, but making it with cheaper versions. So yeah, so far I've been loving them, wearing them a lot. So very happy with this. And the last one is this scarf. This, I don't know if you saw my video, I bought it around Christmas time. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I was expecting to get some wear out of it because, well, I bought it because I was missing such a kind of dark scarf, but I was not expecting that I would wear it that much. The thing is, especially when it's still a bit winter, and now today we have so much sun, but it's the first days that we get so much sun. The whole month has been very dark, a bit rain and warm, cold, warm, cold. So I've still been wearing some of my a bit wintry boots and so on, and a lot of them are black actually. I also have quite some black pants, and so I realized I ended up wearing this a lot because yeah, it's then it always matches my shoes and potentially my pants too. And then I've been wearing a lot with it my Lady Dior, which is black. So I have like the shoes, the scarf, and the bag, and I feel like sometimes it ties it up a bit all together, the look. And yeah, so I've been wearing this one so much, and I'm very happy I got this one. I also still like a lot that the details are not, it's not black and white, it's shades of beige and light brown and gray. So I like it because the contrast is not too harsh. And yeah, I mean, it's great. Again, I just wearing this one almost non-stop. Going for some culture, or let's say culture style kind of things, I have to go pick something. Yes, so I had to go pick my Nintendo Switch because some things I have to tell you about are video games actually. So this is a little hobby. I don't always play, but sometimes there's a new game or something like that and I like to play. And I've been playing actually quite a lot the past 2-3 months. And two games I played a lot. One I finished last week actually, and it's Hogwarts Legacy. So I don't know if you've heard about it. I have been loving it. So it had amazing reviews for the graphics are great, the story is very nice and everything. And so I was expecting a good game, especially if you like open world game, if you like games like Zelda, Final Fantasy, and all these kind of games, then it's very nice. You don't even have to love Harry Potter actually. If you love it, of course, it's a like cherry on top of the cake. But the thing is, it has nothing to do with Harry Potter, which somehow I was expecting it. And then when I saw it has nothing to do with Harry Potter, I realized it's called Hogwarts Legacy, not Harry Potter. So it's set in the universe of Harry Potter, but so you have Hogwarts and you have the same kind of magical creatures you will see and magics, and you have the same kind of spells, but the story is completely different. The characters are completely different, nothing to do with the books or the movie, and it's a very nice one actually. I found that they did a really lovely job, to the point that, and that's what I wanted to show you, that's why I'm gonna brag a bit. I went for 100% completion, so 100% everywhere. And normally I often complete the main quests, and if I like the game I will also go for the side quests and so on. But it's only when I really like a game and the graphics are nice and it's really a nice experience that I will also go for this kind of side. It's not even quest, but like completing 100% of the exploration objectives or 100% of some collecting things and so on. So yeah, I loved it. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment section below, and if you played it also, then don't hesitate to let me know what you thought about it too. And another game I played also on the Switch, which I love, very different. It's called Overcooked 2. I don't know if you've heard about it. I had never heard about it. Apparently it's quite famous. It's very different because it's a collaborative game, and it is so much fun. Even if you don't normally like video games, it is really great. I played it for the first time at the beginning of the month. We met with some friends and we wanted to play maybe board games or some other games. And one of our friends said, wait a second, I have this game. It's on the Switch. If you're open to playing a bit Switch, it's really a lot of fun and it's definitely collaborative and so on. And it could be great. I was open to it because, as you can see, I'm playing games anyway. So I'm always in for discovering something new. And our third friend never plays video games, almost never played any video game. So we had to explain it a bit to her at the beginning, how the things work. But she had tremendous fun. We had so much fun. So you have to cook together. Of course, at the beginning, it's quite easy. You get to know those things and so on, and then it gets harder and harder. And you cannot just... it cannot work if you both are doing your own thing in your own corner. you need to speak with the others, and you need to set up some sort of strategy or something to make it work. But you know, it never works perfectly, of course. Then you try to pass things to the other, and then you throw them in the water, and then there's something that starts burning around, and everybody's running like and it's just really a lot of fun, to the point that when my sister came to visit me a few weeks ago, I then downloaded it before, and I told her, wait, you're gonna love this. My sister likes also this kind of collaborative games. We've played, for example, Mario Kart together, so I told her, oh, we're gonna love this. And on the evening when the kids were in bed, we were playing it, and it was a lot of fun. You have also the option to play it alone, so they change a bit the thing, like you still have two cooking chefs, because you need two cooking chefs for this game, and you have the option to switch like between them. And I managed to finish the game alone also, because I wanted to see how easy it would be to play it alone. And so it works. But if you want to finish the game, they open like extra levels, and there you have no chance alone, or at least I don't see how. Even the first levels, which are typically quite easy, it's almost impossible to get this extra star. You need to collaborate with someone. You can also, I have not tried this option, but you can also collaborate over the network. So you don't necessarily need the person to be physically next to you. Although, I mean, you will need some sort of way to talk to the person simultaneously. So you could set up a, I don't know, WhatsApp video call or something like that on the side, and make it together. So yeah, it's really a nice, very nice collaborative game, and I can also imagine it's a very lovely game to play with kids when they are teenager or a bit older. My kids are too young; they need to be able to, you know, also have this fun with this elaborating the strategy and so on. So yeah, that's it for the video games. Then this month I actually don't have a book, because I had a lot of other things going on. I had to take care of. I had an exam to do and so on. So I spent my usual reading time rather preparing for the exam. But I've been watching also some TV show. I typically watch TV show when I'm playing video games alone. So for example, when I'm playing like what I told you, Hogwarts Legacy, I will often have a TV show next to it in parallel. And one TV show I've been watching was called, I don't know what to tell you about this game, What We Do in the Shadows. It's, I think, quite known. I just did not know it. I just randomly clicked on it. I was like, hey, I don't know, whatever, why not? And first I was surprised to see there were like 5 seasons. I didn't know why. I thought it was only a short thing. And the whole time, the whole episode, the 5 seasons, I watched it all. I had so much fun. And at the end, I was wondering, what am I watching? Like, it's fun and absurd at the same time. I don't know if you watched it. I don't know what you think of it. How would you describe it? I mean, it's a group of friends. Of friends. I'm not even sure you can qualify them as friends, actually. It's a group of vampires. So 3, let's say, classic vampires, the kind of thing we know, like sucking blood, turning into bat, blah, blah. And one called the emotional vampire. So he is not turning into anything. He's just draining people energy and emotions. And it was very funny because he thrives in corporate environments. And also sometimes you see him in the streets or in some shops, and it's very funny because it makes you wonder whether you've not already met some of these emotional vampires somewhere. And they also have a familia. It's a human living with them, kind of a slave actually, but it's very funny. And I don't know, the whole setup is completely absurd. It's not like this movie where you have this whole powerful, mighty vampire. They are somehow so clueless, so helpless, so lost. And it's just very, very funny. And I think it's probably more realistic to what a vampire will actually look like, and it's not that scary. And at the same time, it's just so absurd. But it's great. It's a great movie. There are also some guest stars, which are some very famous actors popping here and there. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really, really, really great. And the other one I've been watching, and so yeah, the other one is Daughters of the Cult. It's 5 episodes, 1 season. It's from 2024, so it's quite recent. The episodes are each like around 45 minutes. And it's about the cult from Herville-le-Baron. It was in the US, and the evolution and everything which happened around this from the 70s until, well, the end of it, I think around beginning of the 2000s, I don't remember the exact date. And it's how it all started with, so Herville-le-Baron, how, so it was a polygamous cult, how they were living, how they had, they started murdering people at some point. So of course they were hunted by the police, and how they were trying to escape the police, but also, so the one talking and narrating are family members from this Le Baron that grew up and were raised in the cult and left it through various circumstances, which they explain through the show, through the episodes. So it's one of these TV show, which is at the same time a documentary, and it was very interesting. It was really fascinating, and I find it always crazy how things can get so, well, crazy. I mean, how just a normal, basic, lovely family can just turn like that, and how hard it can be when you grow up in such a place and you're indoctrinated with this kind of everything around, and this parallel reality you actually live in. And so it was very interesting. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but if you like this kind of docu series kind of things, it was very interesting to watch. It's not very long, again, only 5 episodes, and and I found it very interesting, it makes you think also, like you realize how fast also things can happen, and how fast one can also get indoctrinated, and then once you are indoctrinated, how hard it can be to get out of these kind of things, and so on. So it was very interesting. Let me know also if you watch it. I have not much more to say, because otherwise I will be telling too much about the story, giving too many spoilers. But if you watched it, let me know what you thought about it. It's available on Disney+. I think What We Do in the Shadow, I also watched it on Disney+. I have several streaming subscriptions, so that's why I'm sometimes not sure where I watched the things anymore. This is not sponsored or anything, by the way. Just, well, I have a subscription. And I think that's it for this month. I hope you enjoyed this kind of new video. Let me know also what have been some of your favorites, maybe if you have some favorite video games or TV show you can recommend. I'm always looking for new things to watch or read or play. So please let me know in the comment section what are your favorites of the moment. And I will put here another video in case you have not seen it yet. And if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, then you can of course subscribe to my channel by clicking there. And I will see you in the next video. Have a lovely day. Bye guys.